that Jack built. This is the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the cat that killed the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the dog that worried the cat that killed the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the cow with the crumpled horn that tossed the dog that worried the cat that killed the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built.
This is the maiden all forlorn that milked the cow with the crumpled horn,
that tossed the dog that worried the cat that killed the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the man all tattered and torn
that kissed the maiden all forlorn, that milked the cow with the crumpled horn,
that tossed the dog that worried the cat that killed the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the priest all shaven and shorn
that married the man all tattered and torn, that kissed the maiden all forlorn, that milked the cow with the crumpled horn,
that tossed the dog that worries the cat that killed the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the cock that crowed in the morn that waked the priest all shaven and shorn,
that married the man all tattered and torn, that kissed the maiden all forlorn, that milked the cow with the crumpled horn,
that tossed the dog that worried the cat that killed the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built.
This is the farmer sowing his corn
that calved the cock that crowed in the morn, that waked the priest all shaven and shorn,
that married the man all tattered and torn, that kissed the maiden all forlorn, that milked the cow with the crumpled horn,
that tossed the dog that worried the cat that killed the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. Simple Simon met a pieman going to the fair. Said Simple Simon to the pieman, let me taste your ware.
Said the pieman to Simple Simon, show me first your penny.
Said Simple Simon to the pieman, indeed I have not any.
Simple Simon went a-fishing for to catch a whale.
All the water he could find was in his mother's pail. He went to ride a spotted cow that had a little calf. She threw him down upon the ground, which made the people laugh.
Simple Simon went to look if one grew on a thistle.
He pricked his fingers very much, which made poor Simon whistle. He went to catch a dicky bird and thought he could not fail,
because he had a little salt to put upon its tail.
He went for water with a sieve, but soon at you. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers three. Every fiddler he had a fine fiddle, and a very fine fiddle had he. Tweedledee, tweedledee went the fiddlers. Oh, there's none so rare as can compare with King Cole and his fiddlers three. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his harpers three. Every harper he had a fine harp, and a very fine harp had he. Twang, twang, a twang went the harpers, tweedledee, tweedledee went the fiddlers. Oh, there's none so rare as can compare with King Cole and his harpers three. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his pipers three. Every piper he had a fine pipe, and a very fine pipe had he. Then toodle, toodle, too, toodle, too went the pipers. Twang, twang, a twang, twang, a twang went the harpers. Tweedledee, tweedledee went the fiddlers. Oh, there's none so rare as can compare with King Cole and his pipers three. Oh, King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his drummers three. Every drummer he had a fine drum, and a very fine drum had he. Then rub-a-dub-dub-a-dub went the drummers. Toodle-doodle-doo, toodle-doo went the pipers. Twang, twang, a twang, twang, a twang went the harpers. Tweedledee, tweedledee went the fiddlers. Oh, there's none so rare as can compare with King Cole and his drummers three. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to fetch her poor dog a bone. But when she came there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor dog had none.
She went to the baker's to buy him some bread,
But when she came back, the poor dog was dead.
she went to the joiner's to buy him a coffin.
But when she came back, the poor dog was laughing.
She took a clean dish to get him some tripe.
But when she came back, he was smoking a pipe. She went to the seashore to buy him some fish. But when she came back, he was licking the dish. She went to the tavern for white wine and red. But when she came back, the dog stood on his head.
She went to the grocer's to buy him some fruit. But when she came back, he was playing the flute. She went to the tailor's to buy him a coat.
But when she came back, he was riding a goat.
She went to the hatter's to buy him a hat. But when she came back, he was feeding the cat.
She went to the barber's to buy him a wig. But when she came back, he was dancing a jig. She went to the cobbler's to buy him some shoes. But when she came back, he was reading the news. She went to the seamstress to buy him some linen. But when she came back, the dog was a-spinning. Three little kittens, they lost their mittens, and they began to cry.
Oh, mother dear, we sadly fear our mittens we have lost. What? Lost your mittens? You naughty kittens, then you shall have no more. Meow, 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 then you shall have no pie.
The three little kittens, they found their mittens, and they began to cry.
Oh, mother dear, see here, our mittens we have found. What? Found your mittens, you darling kittens, then you shall have some more. Then you shall have some
Three little kittens put on their mittens and soon ate up the pie.
Oh, mother dear, we fear our mittens we have soiled. What, soiled your mittens, you naughty kittens? Then they began to sigh. Meow, meow, meow. Then they began to sigh.
The three little kittens, they washed their mittens and hung them out to dry.
Oh, mother dear, look here, our mittens we have washed. What, washed your mittens, you good little kittens? But I smell a rat close by. Meow, 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 I smell a rat close by. Hush, 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 I smell a rat close by.
One, two, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, close the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, a good fat hen. 11, 12, dig and delve. 13, 14, maids a-courting. 15, 16, maids in the kitchen. 17, 18, maids a-waiting. 19, 20, my plate's empty. Now let's dance the 1, 2, buckle my shoe dance, and then we'll sing the song again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, close the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, a good fat hen. 11, 12, dig and delve. 13, 14 maids a-courting, 15, 16 maids in the kitchen. 17, 18 maids a-waiting, 19, 20, my plate's empty. Old Mother Goose, when she wanted to wander, would ride through the air on a very fine gander. Mother Goose had a house 'twas built in a wood, an owl at the door for a sentinel stood. This is her son Jack, a plain-looking lad. He's not very good, nor yet very bad. She sent him to market, a live goose he bought. Dear mother, says he, it will not go for naught. Jack's goose and her gander grew very fond. They'd both eat together or swim in one pond. Jack found one fine morning, or so I've been told, his goose had laid him an egg of pure gold. Jack wrote to his mother the news for to tell. She called him a good boy and said it was well. Jack sold his gold egg to a rascally knave. Not half of its value to poor Jack he gave. Then Jack went a-courting a lady so gay, as fair as the lily, as sweet as the May. The knave and the squire came up at his back and began to belabor the sides of poor Jack. And then the gold egg was thrown into the sea, when Jack he jumped in and got it back presently. The knave got the goose which he vowed he would kill, resolving at once his pockets to fill. Jack's mother came in and caught the goose soon, and mounting its back flew up to the moon.
Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 420 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was opened, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king?
The king was in his counting house, counting out his money.
The queen was in the parlor, eating bread and honey.
The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes. Along came a blackbird and snipped off her nose. And now let's dance the sixpence dance and sing the song again. Ready, everybody? Here we go. Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 420 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was opened, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? is falling down, my fair lady.
Build it up with iron bars, iron bars, iron bars. Build it up with iron bars, my fair lady.
Iron bars will bend and break, bend and break, bend and break. Iron bars will bend and break, my fair lady.
Build it up with needles and pins, needles and pins, needles and pins. Build it up with needles and pins, my fair lady.
Needles and pins will rust and bend, rust and bend, rust and bend. Needles and pins will rust and bend, my fair lady.
Build it up with silver and gold, silver and gold, silver and gold. Build it up with silver and gold, my fair lady.
Silver and gold I have not got, have not got, have not got. Silver and gold I have not got, my fair lady.
Here's a prisoner I have got, I have got, I have got. Here's a prisoner I have got, my fair lady.
What'll you take to set him free? Set him free, set him free. What'll you take to set him free? My fair lady.
100 pounds will set him free, set him free, set him free. 100 pounds will set him free, my fair lady.
100 pounds we have not got, have not got, have not got. 100 pounds we have not got, my fair lady.
Then off to prison you must go, you must go, you must go. Then off to prison you must go, my fair lady.
Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and can't tell where to find them. Leave them alone and they'll come home, leaving their tails behind them. Little Bo Peep fell fast asleep and dreamt she heard them bleating. But when she awoke, she found it a joke, for still they all were fleeting. Then up she took her little crook, determined for to find them. She found them indeed, but it made her heart bleed, for they'd left all their tails behind them.
It happened one day, Bo Peep did say, over a meadow hard by, that
There she espied their tails side by side, all hung on a tree to dry. child takes the nurse. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the child takes the nurse. The nurse takes the dog. The nurse takes the dog. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the nurse takes the dog.
The dog takes the cat. The dog takes the cat.
Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the dog takes the cat. The cat takes the rat. The cat takes the rat. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the cat takes the rat.
The rat takes the cheese. The rat takes the cheese.
Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the rat
Takes the cheese. The cheese stands alone. The cheese stands alone. Hi-ho, the dairy-o.
The cheese stands alone. Jack Sprat could eat no fat, his wife could eat no lean, and so between them both you see they licked the platter clean. Jack Sprat to live pretty now bought him a pig. It was not very little, it was not very big. It was not very lean, it was not very fat. It will serve for a grunter, said little Jack Sprat. Jack Sprat bought a cow, his Joan, for to please. For Joan she could make both butter and cheese, or pancakes or puddings without any fat. A notable housewife was little Joan Sprat. Now I've told you the story of little Jack Sprat and his little wife Joan and their cow and all that. Now Jack has got rich and has plenty of health. If you know any more, you may tell it yourself. Now let's go back to the beginning and sing the story of Jack Sprat again. Jack Sprat could eat no fat, his wife could eat no lean, and so between them both you see they licked the platter clean. Jack Sprat to live pretty now bought him a pig. It was not very little, it was not very big. It was not very lean, it was not very fat. It will serve for a grunter, said little Jack Sprat. Jack Sprat bought a cow, his Joan, for to please. For Joan she could make both butter and cheese, or pancakes or puddings without any fat. A notable housewife was little Joan Sprat. Now I've told you the story of little Jack Sprat and his little wife Joan and their cow and all that. Now Jack has got rich and has plenty of health. If you know any more, you may tell it yourself.